Now we were going to actually clear out all of the tables. We have some dodgeballs. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I wish. That would be fun. No, we're going to play some old school rock, paper, scissors. Okay. And you're going to look at the person that's closest to you. That's going to be who you're challenging. You only get one shot. Okay. You get one shot. Okay. It is this: rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And you only get one shot. If you lose, you are now cheering that person on that just beat you. You're on their team. And you've got to go find the next winner, and we're going to find the top two people. When we get to the top two, you're going to come to the front of the room, and we do have a prize for this, okay? So the winner, you want to win, all right? Let's go.
My national championship is gone.
You gotta cheer them on. Follow them around. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see who's doing it. Oh, you better step up. Eric? Where are we at? Eric? All right, give him a hand. There we go. We've got a nice drink on us. There you go. Enjoy. Lee, don't be so generous next time. All right. Cool. Well, what I want to do to kick this off, I really want to, in the next 20 minutes, just express how important the Ignite program is for launching your career. And this is unlike any other resource you have access to when it comes to really solidifying your business in real estate. There's no brokerages that have this kind of setup. And if you use it, I'm going to share a story around what it can do for your business. And if you don't use it, I promise you're missing out on the potential. But I want to actually share a few principles with you first. If you look at this specific page you guys have, did everybody get one? It's the Make KW Westfield your launchpad. Okay. So I want to go through a few principles that I've picked up over the years, and they've been wildly impactful for my life. Now, the first one is focusing on building a life by design. And I just want to get some feedback. What is a life by design versus a life by default in your perspective?
What you want versus what you just accept.
What you want versus what you just accept. Great, love that. What else? Jen?
I think a life by design has intention and purpose.
Intention, purpose. Love it. Anything else? Mike? Great. The reality is that 95 to 98% of people do live in a life by default. Okay? We are conditioned starting in kindergarten, all the way up through school, through college, through high school, through any kind of life experiences that you go through the TV programming that you watch, through the books you read, your family dynamic, all of these things are conditioning you to think a certain way. And so one of the biggest opportunities that you have in Ignite is to reshape a lot of the limiting beliefs that are actually keeping you stuck in business and in life. Okay, and that's what this is designed for. And so some of the principles I have on here, number one is investing in network equity. There was a great mentor that I had when I was 19 to 21 years old. And he had built a company called Peterson's Incorporated. They built the rocket boosters for NASA. They built the big machinery for Nestle. and he made his billionth dollar when I was his assistant. And he taught me some specific principles. And on my exit interview, one of the things I started to ask about kind of saw the opportunity to be able to get ahead financially by just learning from him. And he said, these are 3 things that you want to invest in life. And these you want to write down. He said, number 1, you need to invest in yourself. He said, you will always pay the best dividends. Now, really quick, if we go to a life by default, when do people intentionally stop learning? At what point or period in their life? After college, some after high school, right? They view their 12 to 16 years of their life as a learning period, and then they're done with that. And so he committed me to making sure that every single year I was committed to some sort of internal growth, whether I was going to masterminds, whether I was going to some sort of training, some sort of continued education to make myself better. And I promise that one specific habit that I've cultivated has been one of the separating factors in my life for the last 10 years. And I was in the door-to-door space for 7 years. And that was luckily one of the cultures in that space, was that you should be continually investing in yourself. And so if nothing more, what I'll tell you is that Ignite is a way for you to intentionally invest into yourself and your business and really make sure that you're laying the foundation for your career. So that was the first thing that he said to invest in, was myself. The second thing, though, he said was network equity. When I say network equity, what does that mean to you? The value that your network is giving you?
The results of your networking.
The results of your networking. Here's something interesting. Josh, do you have a bank account with Zions Bank? You do not. Okay. What would happen? Let's cut that out for a sec. Let's say that you just walked into Zions Bank this afternoon and I said, hey, Josh, can you go ask them for $10,000? You don't have an account with them. You don't have any money with them. How much are they going to let you withdraw today? None. It's easy, right? That's true. You could probably swindle them into doing it. The reality is, though, that so many of us actually treat our relationships the same way. We try to make withdrawals before we actually make deposits. And so one of the coolest things that you're going to find in Ignite is that we're going to teach you how to make investments or deposits into your database, into your SOI, in a meaningful way that allows you to make withdrawals down the road. Most agents never figure out how to make that happen. So you can be the agent who continually is just trying to ask and take from your database, or you can be the one that learns how to give, and down the road you will receive. Does that make sense? So that was the second principle that he told me was so important, is investing in your network equity. Invest into other people. Now, one thing I'll say with that as well is you have a really cool opportunity to have some awesome instructors throughout the Ignite period. So we have some rock stars. If you're an Ignite instructor for this round, if you'll stand up, if you're in the room, please. There we go. Give them a hand. And one thing that you'll find is, who's heard the saying that success leaves clues? Okay. The way that we set up Ignite, we don't just have one instructor teach every single session. We actually bring in the top producers in the business and have them teach from their experience. And so you're able to learn not just from a manual, you're able to learn from how they're actually doing business today that's getting results. And so that's another part of network equity as well, is putting yourself in an environment or around people that can help you to grow your skill sets. Okay. And that's what the Ignite container really does. And then also, and then the third thing that Steve told me to invest in. Anybody want to take a wild guess on this one? Real estate. Yes, real estate. And we're going to talk about that as well. What I'll say is that our hope at KW Westfield is not to help you just create a meaningful business from a sales perspective, but we believe that all real estate agents should have two businesses, their real estate sales business and the real estate investment business. Now, to make it simple, the most common thing that stops people from getting invested into real estate is what? Let's keep it really simple. Money. You need some capital, right? And so your real estate sales career can be the cash cow, the income generator that helps you fill that gap and start investing in real estate. But I want you to make sure that you don't get sidetracked around Bitcoin and all these different, flashy things that are going on right now. You need to focus on producing income. You need to focus on a skill set that becomes valuable. There's the story of two individuals who step into wealth. One is a doctor, and they make $5 million. Okay. Let's say that they have an accident. They unfortunately ran a red light, smashed into another car, and they lost all of their wealth. They had to pay $5 million in payouts from the damage that was caused. That was an accident. They can still practice medicine. Okay. They can still be a doctor. Do you think that they can go build that wealth back? Yeah, right? They can. They still have the skill set. And the skill set is what provided value. Now, the other person, who's heard the story of the lottery winners? How many years does it take before they're broke again after winning $50 million? Right? Now, is it likely for them to go get that money back? What's the gap? What's the difference? Skill set. That's all it is. I'll tell you that the individuals on this wall, the difference between the agents in real estate that are selling, there's over 20,000 agents in the state. The ones that make six figures and the ones that do not, the only separating factor is skill sets. That's it. Not the city that they live in, not the inventory, not their database, nothing. It's just the skill set. That's it. So Ignite is really here to help you cultivate the proper skill sets to, if you choose, be a top producer in the space. And that's number 2 on this sheet, which is hone your craft. You want to develop the necessary skill sets to achieve your goals. And here's a very simple formula. That I promise does not matter what space you're in, can help you step into more financial freedom, is if you do this. You need to understand the theory of whatever it is you're focusing on, in this case, selling real estate. You then need to put it into practice. You need to focus on repeating these steps over and over and over and over again. There's a quote by Bruce Lee, and he says that I don't fear the man that has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man that's practiced one kick 10,000 times. So the only way to earn mastery is through an immense amount of practice. And that's another one of the separating factors from the great real estate agents in the industry and the ones that are not so great. Is not putting in enough time on the craft. Somebody on Zoom, was that Ritz chiming in? Somebody have a question? Yes. Ritz dropping bombs. So focus on theory, practice, mastery. That is what Ignite is here for. It's to help you understand the theory, the concept of certain strategies in real estate, to help you start practicing it and actually implementing what you're learning. I'll tell you that if you don't implement what you're learning in each of the sessions, it's in one ear and out the other. So you have to commit to actually putting it into practice. And then again, mastery comes over time on task. And then number 3, and actually I'll say on one of the focuses for honing your craft and knowing that you're being successful on that is by making it a target to get on this wall. So this is the Master of Real Estate, the Moore Club. They meet once a month and mastermind around certain ways to add value to their business, to invest in real estate, and different topics. And the barrier to get to this club is $3 million or more in volume over a year. So very, very achievable. Okay. And that is just a good indicator that shows if you're on track for your long-term goals. So make that a target. And then number 3 is creating long-term wealth through real estate. Now, here's the reality is there's 2 parts to that. The first part is making your business a cash cow. Okay. Now, what does that mean? That means something that will continue to pay you out year after year after year. Okay. So you have to have a skill set developed where you wake up every day and you are not worried. Jared, do you ever sweat and worry about, oh, can I make $75,000 in my real estate business this year? Not a question at this point. Like you've gotten to the point now in your business, right? Being a multi-six-figure earner where you can on demand, if you just keep staying with your routine, you're going to continue to generate the results you've generated, right? And so you want to make it to where it's on demand. You just know that if you continue the same practices, you're going to get the same result. And so turn your business, your skill set into something that provides revenue, and then use that capital as an investment vehicle to create passive income. And that's something that we'll continue to teach and share strategies, techniques on with you as well. But the first key is always focusing on growing your income. So I'll end with this. Just a quick story. I had this similar conversation last year in January. And we had, I believe, 12 people who started the Ignite program, okay, at that point. And some of them you guys would know, Stetson Campbell, for example, Travis Schloterer, Jake Bowers, and many more. And I'll share the example of 2 people. Jake's not here, so I can toot his own horn for him. Jake came to every single session of Ignite. But not only did he come to each session, when it was time to make phone calls, he made the phone calls. And Jake, it was his first year in real estate last year, and he is actually working another 35-hour job per week. Okay, so another full-time job. And Jake made $140,000 last year, his first year in real estate. Now, I'll say that he is in the top 1% of first years individuals starting their career. But the separating factor was that he was using all these different strategies that we just went over. There were other individuals who came to sporadic sessions. They just chose the topics that they liked and they said, I'll come to one class here and one class there. And they did not hit their financial goals last year. And in fact, some of them have actually already stepped out of real estate. And so what I'll tell you is that your level of accountability in this program is going to be the determining factor to the success that you have 6 months from now in this business. So I would highly encourage to take it that serious, to show up for every session. And if you miss a session, go back and watch the recording, still do the homework. And I promise that whatever you're wanting to create in your business is possible if you're surrounded by the right people, you're investing in yourself, and you're focused on growing the skill sets that lead to the income that you want. So we're super happy to have everybody. We have an awesome lineup of instructors for this year or for this launch. And so use it to your advantage. It's going to be a huge opportunity for your business. And just want to say that we appreciate all of you. Any questions for me? Cool. Awesome. Well, you guys have a wonderful day and have fun with getting everything launched. You guys have a cool group of people in here. So lean on these individuals, use them as a resource, and use Sergeant Carl back there as well to go ahead and launch your career.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Jordan, thank you for coming. We're excited to have him teach your class. We're pumped. This is great. Jesse, do you want to wear the helmet? You sure? Scale of 1 to 10. All right. Welcome, Lee.
Thank you.
We're excited to have you on here. Slayer on real estate for a lot of years. This is going to be great. All right, everybody. Scale of 1 to 10. How do we feel about Ignite right now? Let's hear it. No, how you feel. No, I got Scott gave me a nod. Scott gave me a nod. It was a solid nod. Guys, Ignite is going to take your career to the next level. In preparation of what we're trying to do here, we brought our strategic partners in. We heard from Awesome Intralend. We love them so much. In a second, I'm going to have Real Advantage come up and talk to you guys as well. Before we get rolling too deep, though, I'm going to just throw a shout out to Jen, guys. This is a big moment that Jen is here in person. Tyson's like, I don't know what the big deal is. And here's the big deal. There's people that have never met her, ever, in face. She does not arrive too often. And there's a reason for that. She's more effective there. At home, she works all day and night on everything that we do. And we're grateful for her and all of her transaction support. So thank you, Jen. And this right here, this entire operation, I got to put on an Army helmet and come running up here and get excited and play Coach Carl role for a minute, and everybody's pumped. But this whole entire thing is put on and organized by Molly. Molly dedicates a lot to this to make sure that you guys have your resources in place as you come to Keller Williams. So every time you see her, you just make sure that you just give her a little heart every time you walk by her window. You're never allowed to go in her office again. I'm just kidding. But you're allowed to give her a little heart. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. Here's where I want to take my direction. On Friday, I'm going to be teaching your first class. It's going to be Spark, Ignite Your Career, and the launch of how we're going to roll this. Today, I want to gather a preparation. The whole reason why we brought you and fed you brain food is to get your mind in the position that you are going to do something with this. Real Advantage is awesome, and they provided you all with these amazing little booklets. Where are they? Everybody have one? The little guys with the little thing on the front, little slippy slips, okay? Or you can have the black one that flips open. Grab one of those. We're doing an exercise. Grab a pen as well. Take it all out. Each one of you is on a different path in your career. Some of you are just starting. Congratulations on getting your license. Welcome to real estate. We are excited to turn you into something, and what that is whatever you want to be. We have sitting on this wall right here what we call our Masters of Real Estate, our More Club, the elite team of this office. This office, fun fact, is the largest in our state, the highest producing office that Keller Williams has in the region, which is our entire state. We alone, as Keller Williams, I'm going to bring up a name. You guys know a little green billboard that sits out there? Puts a bunch of little green billboards out. Starts with an H, ends with Omi. This company covers multiple states. This company's very excited and vocal, letting everybody know how awesome they are, that they've crushed the real estate market, and they've made a dent, Scott. They are freaking killing it. Guess what? They sold over $1 billion of real estate last year. Homie did. It's crazy, isn't it, Lee? You want to know something even crazier? Presidio, another one of our awesome competitors who we quite enjoy. They're a great ally as a resource as real estate agents. Partners all of their numbers together for the state of Utah, and Presidio sold $1 billion in real estate. Is that crazy? When we say $1 billion, that means a house that's worth $500,000. That's the volume of your sales. So they moved $1 billion of real estate as well. Fun fact, KW Westfield, one little office in Utah County. 1.4, is that what our number was last year? 1.4 billion moved through just this building right here. This is the power of what you've just walked into. You've walked into something that we are, as just this office, competing against statewide corporations. Let's not even get started with the fact that we have, Eden, help me, 7 KWs statewide, 3 of which surpass the billion mark just here in Utah. Guys, 3 of them. Westfield, aka Utah County, South Valley, 1.2. And even our Sugar House location broke their billion for the first time. Guys, we're talking, if we added all 7 of ours up, a lot of billions is how we move. That's the KW family. That's the KW movement. And along with that, we now bring ourselves to Ignite. You have an opportunity to come every single day except for Tuesdays. Tuesdays, we have team meeting. You should still come. It's great. Transaction Tuesday, Jen, that's on Zoom. She keeps forgetting every time we bring it up. She's like, oh yeah, I forgot. It's on Zoom. I'm not supposed to be here. But you can watch it wherever you are. Ignite is going to be Monday, Wednesday, some Thursdays, watch the calendar carefully, and Friday. These are going to be 3-hour instruction blocks. The material that we have produced is new this round. That's why there's fire and flames in it. These classes are all going to be taught by volunteers in our office that sit on this wall right here. People that are going to volunteer their time to come down here and tell you their secrets of how they run their business and how they help contribute to making a difference. Every single instructor will be different in their own ways that they teach. I think I actually signed up for 2 or 3, so you might get my helmet a couple times, but don't worry, I'll switch it up on you. I'll throw 7 different types of smoke at you. Name that movie. You, Me, and Dupree, guys, come on, it's a great movie. All right. Now, in preparation, I asked you to get out your little notepads. I want you to write down, you personally, take a couple seconds. Hey, Ritz, are you on here?
Yep, what's up?
Ritz, can I have a 5-minute music timer?
All right.
Just, guys, just so you understand something, nothing functions in this world without this guy. Ritz runs everything. So you all think that we're all cool? Jen, Molly, Carl, Shoni. If Ritz were to vanish, Shoni would basically just hide in a cave, I think. I do not think you would ever see him. This office would just stop. Our $1 billion would just never happen again. And the reason why is because, Ritz is in Philippines. We freaking love him. Yeah, Ritz is our best friend. And do I need to give you control of the computer, Ritz? Ritz, do you need me to give you a screen or something? Or you're a host. Do you want to access? He's muted. Can't tell if he's. Oh, no, he's rolling. Okay, 5 minutes. Here we go. 5 minutes, everybody. I want you to write down your thoughts on what you want to get out of Ignite. What do you want to learn in your real estate career? What do you want to master? You're going to say, I don't know what I don't know. That's okay. Write down what you vision. For some reason, you guys all decided to go get a license. Mistake number 1. Just kidding. You made a choice. You decided to get into this and get moving on things and make it happen. You decided to even come to Keller Williams Westfield. Mistake number 2. You decided to come to this class today. That's number 3. So what is it that brought you here? That started your career, Rodney? Write it out for me. Write out what you're visioning, what you get out of this. Different instructors are going to be covering different topics. What's your weak point when you think in your head about real estate? We've got people sitting in this room that have been in real estate for longer than a lot of years. What is it you want to gather out of this? What presentations do you want to fine tune? What opportunity do you want to give yourself? What do you want to understand deeper? You can write as many things as you want. You can fill up a page, 2 pages. Dig deep in there, Tyson. It's like, so many things. Are there certain aspects of real estate that you are wanting to crack and learn as you go through this process? Michelle wants to know what a real estate purchase contract is. I can turn this. Just about a minute left. Start wrapping your thoughts, bringing it to another piece. Maybe a last little item if you guys are stuck thinking, what is it that stops you? Who's the demon that you need to conquer? Everybody's got one. Everybody's got something out there. Who is it? What is it? All right. Wrapping that up. Ritz, thank you so much for putting that on. It's my favorite thing to give him like a little switch right in the middle of it. Just grabs it and runs with it. Jeez. How was that? How do we feel? Pretty good? Got some good feelings? Eric? Got some good stuff written down? Good. Refer to this. Think about this. The purpose of what we're doing here is to give you an opportunity to go through these courses, to grab everything you can. The best part about Ignite is that Ignite changes every single time. Every single time we have a buyer's class and it's taught by a different person, you get to sit there and go, whoa, that's completely different. One of our number one hiccups, if you guys have had late night conversations with me or Jen, is Jesse knows this perfectly. He's mastered this. There is no 100% answer that this is exactly how real estate has to go. There are hundreds of ways to get to the end of destination, which is closing a transaction, having a successful interaction with a client that's purchased or sold. Hundreds of different little routes to get there. There's no right or wrong necessarily. There's your own path and your own way to make it. So one of the reasons why we want to bring Ignite in too is that you guys have your notepads, have your binders, bring them every time and come prepared to learn and just let your mind go. Let yourself just get in it. I attend trainings for our office. I attend trainings on our region level. I attend trainings nationally where we fly in and get to have instruction. Every single time I go with that thought, I got to make sure I have my notepad because I like to write. And I've got to make sure I'm going with the thought that whatever they're talking about, it's so interesting to me that when I go with this mindset of what I'm going to accomplish, the speaker literally might be talking about some new lead generation system. And in the middle of him chatting about a lead generation system, light bulb goes off about something, and I am writing down my feelings and thoughts on how I'm going to work my admin into following up with my clients better. It doesn't really correlate, but it's the process of letting yourself get in there and let your mind work it. Next, very important. I want you guys to look around and say hello to your friends. This is your Ignite group. So say hello. This is fantastic. Do you know why this is fantastic, my friends? We're going to take a picture at the end of this because we're going to laugh about this. You know what our favorite thing is? Anybody know who Johnny and Clay are? Two of our owners of our office. Johnny is our operating principal. Clay runs Red Sign and is also an owner of the building and our office, KW Westfield. Our favorite thing is looking at pictures of them from, I don't know how long ago it was, 10, something, 15 years ago. Johnny looks really different. Clay looks exactly the same. And just that picture, as you just look at their faces and they're starting that real estate thing together. They're just moving through their process. Right, Eden? It's the best. You guys need to make friends today because this is your group that's going to walk through all of these courses together. We are going to be arriving together to go through this entire process. As our office recruits, as we work, people will be jumping in as they see fit. We will welcome them in. But every time that we have our Ignite and our launch sessions, that's funny, Ignite. Get it? Ignite. Our launch sessions of Ignite, that's when you meet your group that you're going through from start to finish together. And later, years down the road, you're going to sit there and be like, dang, remember when we were just starting out at KW, crushing it our first year? And we did Ignite together. How crazy is that? We run these awesome real estate teams. We have agents underneath us. We're slaying it. Just having a great time. It's your group of friends. It's your core group. Your people that you roll with. Okie dokie. Now, here's what follows. I want you guys to meet the real team. I'm going to call them the real team, real advantage team, because they are an advantage in real life. Wow. Thank you. The crowd is tough today.
Been so happy because it's a joy to work with her and her team.
They're awesome.
Yep, they're great people.
So we want them to be able to come up, introduce themselves, say hello, talk a little bit about what they do. We are going to do a group picture. This is real. Do you know it's picture day, Scott? But you look great, man. So I'll give you that. Feel awesome? Take notes. Feel free to sit around, ask questions as you guys want. We wanted to keep this purposefully short, dedicated, and on the point. We are then going to prepare ourselves. I know Mike had to run upstairs to meet with a client. Eden is still here though, however, that if you guys want to start onboarding, our office, we create these opportunities for you so that you have tools and resources like that. I have no idea. I'm not exactly sure, Eric, why it is that your first client is going to end up happening at Saturday at 8 p.m. I don't know why. That's going to be the moment. Having everything downloaded, having the context of your title, having your intro everything set up. This is what prepares you to be able to handle that without panic. You'll be prepared. You'll be organized. You'll be ready. And you'll be able to just cool as a cucumber say, I got this. Lee's like, why is that a problem? I do that all the time. He's got a lot of experience, guys. He's going to be really fun to have in classes with you, because as we teach our class, and this is my last little nugget I'm going to do, if you guys wanted me to step down and leave and disappear right now, any one of our topics that we're going to pull up, I promise you that collectively, you agents in this room, you could teach it to each other. Isn't that crazy? Some of you are just starting. You're like, there's no way. But I promise you that Jesse knows things about lead generation and door knocking. He knows things. Cade knows things about how to make sure the end result of working with a transaction is very important, right? What do we do on our final walkthroughs, Cade? Holy Toledo's. Did you know that, Tyson? No, right? But Cade did. It's collectively, you guys right here, you guys could literally teach every single course together, putting your pieces of knowledge together. Does that make sense? The beauty is that you have an instructor that gets to come and work with you. But the best part is that you have each other to throw in and chime. If you guys haven't gone on Slack yet either, Rodney, you're my number one slacker. But not like in the sense of, you know what I mean? Rodney's full of it. He's got good pieces. He'll let you know.
Hey, Carl, I couldn't figure out how to get on Slack myself, so I had to be invited to Slack.
Yes.
So if you're not on Slack, I
You
have to be invited.
got to be invited on Slack, or we also have a QR code that you can scan.
Oh, okay. I did not have that. I was invited.
Fear not, we will invite anybody that has not been done yet. Guys, everybody together here. That's why we want you to understand each other and get to know each other. Because again, you are your greatest resources in the office. And it's why we people that sell millions of dollars in real estate, it's why they still stay here, I believe, is because they love to work together and they love to have that camaraderie. I love nothing more than to reach out. Where is Josh? There he is, Josh. He's yakking, but I love nothing more than to go to Josh and ask Josh operations questions on certain things, because I have questions about things. I think I do okay in my career. I think I make enough money in my life, but it's great to be able to go to him and say, I'm thinking about doing this with my SOI, blah, 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 and I've got a resource. It's the reason why we have each other. Okay. Now, oh, she ran off. Should we do pictures first, then let you guys come back, or do you want to take it? Or do you want to take it, Doug? Solid. Come on up here. I'll introduce yourselves. Come here. Just stand here and I'll talk about you. Okay, just say hello and what you do. I'll take care of the rest.
Hello, my name is Doug. We are right next door, real upstairs next door, Suite 102. So we're very handy. Come talk to us. And
We have snacks.
snacks,
Scooby Snacks.
ice cream
All the fun stuff.
in the freezer,
True story.
drinks all around, free drinks. for
Guys
everybody.
are ever hungry? Literally
No rum.
cruise
Sorry,
offices.
no rum. Rum's all gone.
It's real.
Why is the rum always gone? Why is the rum always gone?
Sometimes they have protein bars.
Protein bars. So few distinct things that that other title companies don't offer. We have our own underwriting, which means that we can offer discounted rates on what we call reissue
She's
rate.
here. Get up here.
There's Burgundy.
We were chasing you down,
She's
but
been in the business since they came off the boat with Noah.
we don't exactly talk about how many years though. She's in her 20s. We got you back.
So the reissue rate is really good. It helps your client have reduced costs on the premium for the policy. And And we do and the buyer also gets that same reduced rate if we do a concurrent close, seller and buyer at our office.
Can I help you with a second?
Yeah.
Forgive me for doing this. I don't mean to do this. Let me translate all of this for you.
I was going to in Spanish.
When you guys have someone that actually wants to buy a home and they're ready to buy a house, there's one place that they go that sends all of their money, that finds out if the house is okay to buy, that checks all the paperwork legally with whoever owns it, the counties, the banks, yada, 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 who gets paid off, da, 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 da. That is these guys. These amazing terms that these guys have and they talk. And I mean this in the most sweetest way to every single one of my title people that have ever existed. Especially these guys, they operate at a different level of understanding how to protect you and how to protect your clients. So if you talk to them and you're like, what in the heavens is a congruent closing? And
What is title insurance?
what is title insurance? What policy does this man speak of? I already have homeowners insurance. Sit down and make your time to meet with them and talk with them as many times as you can, because the more you understand what Dougie Doug does, and the more you understand what he is saying, the better you are.
Yes.
And I don't mean that like Doug didn't explain that well. For me, I was like, that was perfect. I was like, yeah, that's exactly right.
So
But we're gonna rewind.
We're willing to come down and even do a one-on-one to walk you through how the title works in your contract process. And once you get that, you'll be able to drop terms, you'll be able to educate your client, and you'll be a step above. One other thing, I've been in the real estate industry since 1995, so not quite as long as Noah, right? I've never seen a real estate agency that dedicates so much time and effort in making sure you guys have your tools. KW does it like no other. So you guys, this is a blessing to be here,
Yeah, it really is.
receiving all this information and tools. So,
We believe in it.
yeah,
We're just next door. Come in anytime. The door between our offices is probably locked, so you might have to go around and out.
Fire hazard.
That is.
Fire
because-
hazard, technically. Fire can't go through glass, so if we keep it locked, it cannot go through it, just so you guys know.
But we are open. We are open for
According-
business and we are there every day, all day from 8:30 to 5:30.
According to the state of Utah. Fire can't go through glass.
Yeah,
We're still.
the
So it's gotta be-
insurance department says that.
If it's unlocked, the fire will open the door and there will be fire in both buildings.
we want realtors.
Yeah,
Yeah, or an agent might be on fire, go through an open door and then catch that part on fire as well. Fire hazard according to the state of Utah.
Hey, when you're hot, you're hot.
yes. Come in anytime. And like Doug said, we are more than happy to come down and meet with you one-on-one, do a little presentation about a title report, about what we do as escrow. Because the title insurance is different than what we do in escrow. So let us help you. Come ask questions and we are here to answer them.
Yay,
Okay.
bless you,
And
thank you.
did you,
I'm Doug.
Introduce.
This is Burgundy.
I'm Lacey.
Lacey.
she's the marketer for
I'm the
Real
marketer.
Advantage Title.
I'm the support. I have been in the industry for also 6 years. I started out as a TC and I just started coming over to this side of things. So yeah. Normal stuff.
Proud of you guys.
Happy to have her.
Let's take a picture.
Thank you.
Love it.
Who's ready to take a picture? Yes. You just hold it. Yeah, this guy. Do it by the flames. Or should we bring the flames? Because that's a really, well, we can use a wide lens. I got a phone.
Almost step back into the kitchen to take a picture. I got it. Okay, I'll go upstairs. Come on, everybody.
Come post it on the thing. Do I take the helmet off? Yeah. Yeah, come on in. You know what? Get in here too. Eden, I still have a microphone on. Everybody on Zoom, thank you for coming. We love you. We'll see you in person on Friday. You're gonna